We have just come off Jesus saying 3 different times, don't seek human approval. Your Father who sees in secret will reward you if you play to an audience of one, right? That was our theme 3 times, thrice repeated last week. This week we get to don't worry about what you will eat or drink. God will provide what you need. And I want to take you to the hinge passage that stands between those two, which is 19 through 21. And that's the passage we're going to kind of lead off with because it's the first one in this section. Whoops. The hinge passage is, do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth where moth and rust consume and where the thieves break in and steal, but store up for yourself treasures in heaven where neither moth nor rust consumes and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Now, the reason I call this a hinge passage is because we were talking last week about divine rewards. And you remember that the thing that Jesus was countering that to, or comparing it to, is seeking ephemeral human approval, right? People who give alms and sound a trumpet, or pray in public so they'll be seen by people, or fast very ostentatiously so people will know they're really a faithful person. And Jesus tells them 1, 2, 3, don't seek the passing glory of human approval, but rather seek the presence of God. And there was a reward offered, and that God will reward you, right? So the concept of reward was in play last week. This week, we go to treasure first. And treasure and reward are not that mightily different from one another. So we haven't completely shifted topics. We've just moved to a different part of what do we value. And so with that in mind, now let's read again the hinge passage. Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth where moth and rust consume and where thieves break in and steal, but store up for yourselves treasures in heaven where neither moth nor rust consumes and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Now, we're going to get to this unifocus late here in a famous passage, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. But for now, Jesus is comparing vulnerable treasure that is not eternal with treasure that is eternal.